Yo, what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man.
This is Misha the George.
Your boy Christo.
Trap Week.
Man, it's your boy Tay Cummins.
Yeah, send him 2 Flack.
It's your boy Chevy Woods from the Taylor Gang.
It's Chew Jackson.
That's your boy Ludi Boy.
Girl, Renee on the way.
It's your boy DJ Girl Quit Playing With. And now you can get it with the Burgh Boys.
We got a special show tonight.
How special, dog?
We got the hype beast aficionado. Can I call him a hype beast?
The hype beast?
Sneaker aficionado.
Sneakerhead aficionado.
Fashion
That's
designer.
my dog. John Geiger is in the house tonight.
Yeah.
And also we got one of Pittsburgh's hottest DJs. DJ Solo Dolo will be here tonight, man. We got him as well.
Okay.
Shout out to Ethic Clothing.
Shout out to Ethic one time.
Shout out to for draping us, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shop 412.
Yep, absolutely.
We all got some Shop 412 on. Shout out to Threads on Carson, man.
Shout out to Misha.
Shout out to Trending Styles, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Daily Bread, man.
Refresh.
Time Bomb.
Shout out to Q. Hi, Q.
Shout out to Misha for the ice. Look at the ice. Shout out to Misha.
Out.
Go. Make sure y'all go
Yours
see
Jewelry.
Misha, man.
Go to Yours Jewelry.
Ooh, that thing.
Shout out Misha.
Yep. South Hills Village now. That thing icy now.
Shout out to Power Moves Only, man.
Oh, yeah.
Still, what up?
Little dirty still. Yeah, we
Dirty
gotta say
Still.
shout out.
Shout out to the trap.
The trap,
really. We got my dog in the building. Pac-Man. Y'all know what it is. And the Super Bowl just happened, right?
Are you going there?
You going there?
That.
Yeah,
Go
man.
ahead. Go ahead. I mean,
so the Super Bowl was the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New England Patriots,
Patty
right?
Boys. Yes, sir.
The boys been to the Super Bowl as a franchise 10 times, bro.
I mean, that's like
Who?
10 times.
The Eagles?
Brady. No, Brady. The Patriots.
Fuck them.
10 times. 5-5 though. They're 5-5.
That's crazy.
Brady's 5-3, but
that's some
as a franchise,
crazy.
they're 5-5. 10 times they've been to the.
If you had your cheese on the Patriots, I feel bad for you.
He was talking halftime.
Oh, Justin Timberlake. All right, look, yeah, that's a good one right there. Because check this out. How many of y'all thought it was a bad performance?
Me.
Show of hands.
Me.
I just thought it was a get the bag.
And why? Can I know why?
I don't like his songwriting right now. I don't like what Justin
But
Timberlake's
he did all
really
the old songs.
Yeah, but I don't like the new shit. That meat. Like, I don't like that shit. That shit is fucking trash. That is a lyric. That's a lyric from his new song, bro.
I didn't listen to that song.
It's trash.
Bro,
I didn't like it not because of like that. It was more so because of just the sheer fact that I felt like you said. It was more just like to get the bag. Like, it was quick. It was simple. He really didn't sing too much. Like,
bro, but I liked it.
Just ran around.
This
like,
is the thing, though. I liked it.
Did you?
That's
like
why I'm confused on why everybody didn't like it. I thought it was dope.
He wanted him to get up there, bring NSYNC back, and
I seriously thought it was dope because one, all right, he did his choreography thing like he always does.
Always.
He actually used his own vocals. He sang songs. Hits. He did hits.
I will say the transitions were good. The transitions
I was
were
about
good.
to say he had a band playing that shit.
And he went the crowd.
Like how they speeded up the sexy back with whatever song he was walking into. I fucked with that shit. And then people was talking about the production part of it. I don't know what part.
I didn't have a problem with the production.
I just don't know why people didn't fuck with the performance because I fucked with it.
I don't know.
I'm not feeling Justin Timberlake right now, and that's why I didn't.
Yeah,
fuck with
I didn't care about none of his new shit. I haven't even listened to it yet, to be honest.
Right, I feel you.
But that old shit that he was on, I was fucking with that. That vibe. That was the vibe. And my kids love the song from the Trolls.
I'm fucking with Nick Foles. That's who I'm fucking with.
He came through. He got that 99 on Madden.
Did you start Nick Foles?
What does that mean? So what is a card? What does that mean?
So I know
they gonna rock it
on PlayStation for us. We get that card.
Like
you use it in MUT
on Ultimate Team.
Ultimate Team.
Oh, you said he's a 99.
They made him a 99.
They gave him a 99 card.
I mean, they give everybody Super Bowl.
They juiced him
because of the MVP. That's Super why.
Bowl, hold that. I know. We live on Blog or Die Radio. It's your man, DJ Motormane. I'm sitting right next to my dog, DJ Solo Dolo. Ooh, I fucked that up. DJ Solo Dolo. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple beers, so excuse me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he's one of the hottest DJs in the Burgh right now. Bruh, the hottest DJ in the Burgh right now. Because I mean, look, I'm just gonna keep it funky. When it comes to the events, Moneybag Yo, Young Jeezy, NBA YoungBoy is about to come right now, right?
Yeah, YoungBoy in the town. Saturday.
You've been doing hella events, like big events here, man, and you kind of keep a standard. So how do you uphold that standard of parties, man?
I just think I try to bring the front, back when we started the Wednesdays, when we was doing Wednesdays down Savoy, I just try to keep that shit rocking. And that's something that me and you always been doing. So I just want to keep that momentum, bring that party flavor, and just keep the shit hot. Always trying to think of some new, different ideas, something new. I don't like stealing other people's ideas and trying to run with it, I try to be creative. And I think that's why people, always come out and fuck with me.
For sure. For sure. You've been doing this shit for how long now?
Man, I just talk about it with one of my old heads, 6 years. I've been at Savoy for 6 damn years, yo.
What?
Damn,
crazy
G.
since that motherfucker open. I've been
putting in work, man.
God
That's
damn.
love.
Were you there the opening night?
2 months after the opening night. I
Wow.
came back from college. I was DJing at the Heinz 86. Remember that spot? Shit used to be crazy.
Yeah, on the south side.
Then it was called Levels. I was DJing down
Oh,
Levels.
wow.
And one of the owners came in, John Bettis. He came in, saw me. And he's like, yo, you want to come spin on my spot? I was like, I don't know. He's like, come down on Saturday. I'm like, I can't. So I went down to Mosaic.
Oh,
DJing
man.
down Mosaic.
I remember when that was open.
And
That's in the strip.
that was in the strip.
Yeah, I remember that.
He came down again. He's like, yo, when you going to come down my spot? I was like, man, fuck it. And then my man X, Xavier, hooked me up with him. He told me, like, yo, I can't come down. Can you fill in? I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. He's been asking me. It's been curtain since.
You were talking about basically like people stealing ideas. Do you see a lot of that in the city? Is that why you kind of said that?
Yeah, I think everybody kind of bite off of each other, which is okay. But I feel like you could grab something from somebody. Like, I could learn something from Geiger, but I ain't going to stand out from Geiger if I don't make my own spin to it. I could steal something from Spillz tonight. Like, yo, I like how he did that transition.
Right.
I like how he dropped that. I got to put my spin on it so I stand out. I think motherfuckers just take it and just run with it. I mean, silent parties was big when it hit the Carnegie Museum for the first time. But
What was that? That was Genesis and Boom. They did it first.
Yeah, they did it first. Now
I was there.
See this shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Silent
Right.
party every week now. Like,
Right.
I think, they tried to do their own spin, which was kind of dope. They did a glow silent party,
Right.
Now,
but
are there
I
two
don't know.
companies?
I don't know what the fuck.
What do you mean
Because-
2 companies?
Because a reason why I asked, because I did a silent party, but then I don't know if that's the same people that are doing these other silent parties.
That's
What silent party did you do?
And that's
I
what
did
he's
one-
trying to say.
I did
is
one
there's-
at Devils and Dogs Karma,
Okay.
and
That was probably a different one.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
The
I
first
don't know,
one was at
but it's-
Carnegie Museum. I remember.
those.
Boom
I know.
did, yeah.
I know those, but I'm just saying, like, there's been a lot of them, like he said. So I don't know whether it's confused me to the point where I thought it was more than one promoter doing that. Like, is there a silent party boom or
I think
silent?
that what he was saying was that the idea has kind of been taken by
True.
different people and been used, and that was just kind of
They ain't
example.
doing nothing
You know what I mean?
different. Like, when you do a silent party, you need 3 different types of DJs, not the one of this. Not 3 of the
That's
same
the point,
type.
so that you
That's
can be on the
exactly.
headphones.
Exactly. So I
Right.
feel like that's retarded. But, I don't speak.
Who do
on
you
it.
think are some good promoters in the city aside from yourself and just your main people that you work with?
There's a couple of promoters I like. I like Girl Quit Playing. I think he's definitely a good promoter.
We had him
I
on
think
here.
Big
That was
Homie
great.
is a great promoter. He's doing the Black Tie 5. It's probably like one of the only events aside of bringing an act that could
That's a
probably
big
sell out in
event.
stars.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
big
So,
event.
I mean, that's a 2,000 person venue. So, I like what Ryder's doing. I like what's a girl's name? Rose.
Rose.
Yeah, Rose be doing her own thing too.
she's young.
But I like
She's
the other
young.
side. I like and I hate that. I wish the black culture can come together. But if y'all want to say there's 2 different black cultures, if y'all want to see it or not, right? There's
Yeah.
the trap side, and then there's like I don't even know what they call the other side, the brunch side. Yeah, I ain't know.
Brunch side.
But I fuck with them too, like RB.
Right,
they're
right.
doing this thing for.
I think RB dabbles in the trap a little bit, but like it depends on the crowd that comes to his. He brings the traps to the brunch sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
To the
I feel what
brunch.
you're saying. I feel what you're saying. I feel what
True.
you're-
So I mean, maybe this year we'll all work together. Be kind of different, right?
That would be great. That would
Sure,
be great.
man. I think a lot more promoters and DJs should integrate, man. I think we should all work together, man. I think that's how it should be rocking around here, man. But it don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying?
Swear.
What would you say? Because you work so hard, man. I see you. I used to joke with you a lot about you working like 7 days a week.
Swear.
But I know you will pretty much be on like a lot of the hot shit. I don't ever really see you on no butt shit. Do you think that came with the timing, or do you think it's always been like that?
I think it both. I think it comes with the timing, and it just happens to pop up. I think a lot of people kind of fuck up on. They think they too cool to come out and network with people. They think they could do everything from their home. Like, damn, I'm not going out. I'm not getting paid. That's a wrong mentality. If I'm off and I go out and I go to a couple of different clubs, I guarantee one of them going to be like, oh, you're off on this night? Let me book you. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all motherfuckers got to go out and communicate and network with people. Never too cool to go out. Never too cool to go speak to somebody. That's retarded. That's the dumbest shit you could do. You know what I mean? That goes from DJs to artists, too. Artists be like, man, I'm not going. It's not a paid event. Now, I understand some circumstances, most artists can't really go out because, they might be in some type of beef,
right? Or,
yeah.
The way this city is,
but other than that, I think
for
you
the
should
most
go out
part,
and network. Yeah.
How do you feel as DJs when an artist from out of town comes in and they don't necessarily have their own DJ, or they have an opening DJ that you're like, oh damn, like how did they not fuck with me, and how do they fuck with this person who their usual, like it's a DJ that usually fucks with EDM, but it's on Rick Ross's show or something like that. Like how do you feel, or how do you try to navigate that to prevent that from happening, or is that something that you even care about?
That was like a 2-part question for me.
Right, my bad.
All right, I would say I don't really think about that type of shit, to be honest. I'm still like a rookie in the game, but I'm above a rookie in terms of like studying the game. So
I think you're above a rookie.
So I know, but I'm just saying timing wise, like I know a lot of real DJs have put in like 10 years, man. Like of the era that I watch. So it's been at least 10 years. I know there's guys that have been doing it 20, 30, blah, 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 blah. But long story short, I just don't think about that because I focus on trying to get better, and then also the business side of things of, marketing myself and branding myself and everything else. So I can't really give a real comment on that one.
I think, be honest with you, it don't matter if you've been DJing for 10 years, 3 years, 2 years. It's all about you marketing and branding yourself. I think looking at the DJs is the same way as blowing up like an artist. So this artist who's been up here for fucking 8 months and they blowing the fuck up, it's about how you use your social media, who you talking to, who you know, and how you're making connections to move on it. So that's basically how that goes. But as far as having another DJ that does EDM to come into like a hip hop spot, I think that's that motherfucker's fault. You should have did your research before you pulled the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
So
period.
With that being said, that's not my fault. I feel like I'm not gonna go to a spot and not do my research to see what they're playing, or at least scope the venue out.
Right.
So that's on him.
What's your favorite city to travel to, like outside the city, just like on working, as far as DJing and traveling?
Traveling, partying, Vegas. I don't think nothing beat Vegas.
I would ask that question.
Yeah.
Vegas is definitely.
Anyone want to disagree with that shit? 'Cause I think Vegas is way better than Miami,
bro.
5,000 on odd.
That's the other
that
answer
way.
I get a lot is Miami.
I'm gonna keep it funky, bro.
2,500 on red.
Between Vegas and Miami. When I go to Vegas, bro, I do not sleep.
Exactly.
When I go to Miami, like
Wait, what's the city that
I
never
be
sleeps? Is
wanting
that New
to
York
go
or
to sleep
Vegas?
sometimes.
Fuck you, Mies.
Ooh, shit.
My other big question for you, I wanted to know where are you from?
I'm originally from New Jersey,
Okay.
so I'm from Plainfield.
But you're from Penn Hill?
No, I didn't go to Penn Hills. I went
Where'd
to
you go?
Gateway.
He said you
Gateway.
I went to Gateway, yeah.
Gateway.
So
I watched something on New Wave with you and Owie where you guys were going back and forth about football.
basketball. We talking about
Basketball.
Yeah.
Who were some of the basketball players when you was coming out?
None of them from Gateway. We was fucking trash. I was on that hook team. We was
What neighborhood? What
trash.
neighborhood though? Because Gateway's multiple neighborhoods.
Oh
so.
no. See, when I moved out there, I wasn't part of Garden City and all that shit. You know,
Okay.
yeah. I was on the other side near the high school and shit.
Okay.
Over there. But Yeah, Gateway was known for football. We was nice at football.
Yeah. They was definitely always been nice in football.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
basketball, we used to get trashed everywhere. every school we stopped to. Trash. Trash. I remember, this one time, the fucking Baldwin beat us by 10. His coach made him run sprints because he only beat us by 10. Like,
He wanted to
shit.
beat you more.
Yeah.
Dang,
That's how trash we were.
crazy.
Like, yeah.
Wow.
It was trash.
That's crazy.
So how old were you when you got into DJing?
So that's a good question, Fru. So I was 22,
How old are you now?
28.
Okay.
So me and you know Bamboo?
Yes, sir.
Yo, so Bamboo's my dog, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Me and
Shout
him,
out to Bamboo.
we was on Craigslist and like, yo, we about to start DJing. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we gonna do this shit. So we started looking at the fucking turntables, how much them shits cost. I'm like, yo, I'm about to overdraft my account.
Right.
But I was like, yo, I got a gig to so I started off on like a controller, like something small. I'm like, yo, we're actually about to take this shit serious. So I fucking begged the girl to let me overdraft my account at PNC. Went to go buy them fucking turntables. Asked my raise for a couple dollars to get to my gig. Put the gas tank in my gig. Got to the gig. Got paid. And shit from there is history, man. Started just booking, getting paid. Saving up. And boom, like, it just happened.
That's
Awesome,
lit.
man.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
That's
you
great to
started
hear.
out with the tables.
I started out with a controller. Then I got the tables. Probably had a controller for about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's lit.
That's
and
what's up.
you've DJed with everything.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer?
I prefer the text, but I like the controller because I don't like setting up equipment, and I'm lazy as fuck. So that's all in one shit. That's in and out. So
yeah.
it don't matter for real.
Some
It's all the
nights you
same.
go with
Yeah,
either one.
It's all the same for real. To me,
Do you produce?
no, I want to get in producing though. That's definitely my next goal. That's one of my goals for 2018. Start producing.
That's all right. He set a goal. Make sure you set a goal, people. Set a
Exactly,
goal for yourself.
man.
Go achieve it.
Make
Real
sure
shit.
you
Fuck.
make it
Too
some,
much-
some
nobody
fucking
nobody
steps
talks
to
about setting
achieving
a fucking goal, man. Real shit. I hope you do that shit. I'm sure your beats will be hard. You know music. You can blend with your hands. DJing is not a fucking simple thing, especially when you break it down. So
I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
How much do you think is important in having a selection just as much as having a technique?
I think it goes to both. I'll tell you one thing, and you could ask anybody, Bonix and all of them. Tell you, every DJ fucks up during their set. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
It's about how you clean it up. So if your technique's nice, you can clean it up. You could put on the weakest song ever, but if you know how to do the technique to actually cut that song out, nobody's gonna give a fuck. But if you got that song, that weak ass shit on for 3 minutes, you might get some ice thrown at you. Something's getting thrown at you, or getting booed crazy. So yeah, I think it plays both. Song selection is one of the main keys, and your technique. It got to go hand in hand in my eye. For real.
And what I was going to ask you beforehand too is, what is some of the what is maybe some of the worst things that you've encountered with people making requests, especially artists, when artists want to give you music? How do you deal with that?
I think it depends on the artist, and I'm gonna tell you why. Some of the artists that are buzzing, some of the artists that are moving, that are like on a higher standard than someone just starting out. This shit is typically already mastered when they give it to you, so you can kind of trust something like that. I think it also goes on based on relationships. So if you got a relationship with somebody, you shouldn't have a problem making a fucking record. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's somebody new, I think you got to go and build that relationship. I mean, yeah, money talks. I'm not gonna turn out no money. But at the same time, your shit might get cut off in a minute if it's fucking up the crowd. So I think you're better off building a relationship, saying, hey, what do you think about this? Tell me what you think about this track, you know? And even if you got to go pinpoint that motherfucker and like, yo, get there when he gets there. Like, yo, listen to these few tracks. Tell me what you think. You know, whatever the case may be, you basically got to fucking pester the motherfucker till you listen to it.
True.
That's what you got to do. So you might as well build that relationship and then try to go that avenue.
So I'm pretty sure you had some wild parties. Are there any pet peeves of yours when you're in the DJ booth?
Too many niggas behind me. I hate that
fucking
shit.
feel
Bro.
you.
I hate when I got like 20 people behind me. Like, damn.
What about females? What if it's 20
Yeah.
females?
20 females, I ain't probably gonna be bitching for real. Unless they over there knocking shit over, then you gotta go. But you know, if you cool, then I ain't mad. As long
Have
as
you
I
ever
can-
had any drunk females try to like touch the tables?
Yeah, you gotta slap them top of the head.
Have you DJ'd out Vegas?
No, I haven't.
Uh,
No, I haven't, but I want to. I definitely want to though.
That would be lit.
That shit will be definitely lit. That pool, they got the best pool parties in America.
Absolutely.
I swear to
Pool
God.
parties is outrageous.
Nuts.
And they go all morning, from like early morning, like all day.
I swear to God.
All right, brother.
All right, Mies.
Shout out to
Bye,
me.
Mies.
Shout out to Mies.
He's out.
Bye, bees.
What you got coming up, man?
Yeah. What's up next?
Like I said, I got the key lock on the 23rd. I got the I'm gonna start a brunch party. So I'm finalizing brunch for Sundays, brunch
Oh.
parties. I'm gonna do it how I want to do it. I want to bring in different DJs. I want to bring in different people and actually like connect, trying to bring the city together. That's my goal. I'm gonna bring in motherfucker from the South Side.
That's
do
lit.
some hip hop shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't really play hip hop all the time. Test them out. You know what I mean? So I really want to do that. That's my goal this year. Like I said, to kind of incorporate other people and we'll just all work together.
That's lit. That's lit. And then what else do you got coming up? Anything else after that?
Let's see, we got a fucking
Oh, you got
R&B
the young
party.
boy?
NBA Youngboy on Saturday. Got R&B party. Got Key Glock on the 23rd. Brunch party starting on the 18th.
Lit.
Just the weekly stuff. You know, I'll be at the Galaxy Savoy Room 16. I'm gonna get in scenario, so I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna drop that date in a little bit.
Air horns, man. We need some
Loot-
air horns for that, G.
Lucci's coming back to Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let it for y'all know first. Lucci's coming back.
That's exclusive right there.
Exclusive.
YFN Lucci is coming back to the Burgh, man. My dog Solo Dolo.
Little
man.
Birdie told me A Boogie with the hoodie's coming back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll keep y'all posted on the dates, man. That's about it.
That's love,
Black
man.
Tie coming up.
Black Tie is always a big event.
Warner's Ball. I got the Step Show coming up. So there's a lot of shit coming up soon.
That's lit, man.
Mhm.
You got any merch or and a website we can
So
hit you up at?
website and merch is coming up soon. It should be done about the end of this month. But it's djsolodolo.com. I'm gonna have the t-shirts. I only got like 3 hoodies made, and I don't even got my own hoodie for my own brand. Like, I think that's fucking wild. I'm gonna do hats, hoodies, shirts. I'm gonna do like dress shirts, everything. I'm gonna switch it up and do coats, bomber jackets. So that's coming up. I got a designer I'm working with, and she's kind of keeping my head still on that. So we're gonna make it happen.
My man, my
That's
man.
it. That's it.
And at DJ Solo Dolo on Twitter and Instagram.
At Twitter and Instagram.
Make sure y'all go follow my man.
Yes,
He's
sir.
doing everything that's big in the city. If you don't know Solo Dolo, he's also on Whammo on Fridays.
I ain't plugged that.
Yeah. You also,
My
but
bad, Jamal.
he's also on Whammo on Fridays with the mix show. He's doing a live mix. It's a live mix, right?
Live mix. We gonna get into the live mix today, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a live mix
gonna
today
do the
too,
live
man.
mix
So y'all keep it locked, man. We're gonna take a break for a second. DJ Spillz, you know what it is, man. He gonna take us away. We gotta sit down with my dog, John Geiger. We're gonna talk some real shit, man. Cause I know y'all wanna talk some fashion shit, some sneaker shit. It's Burgh Boys Radio, your man DJ Motormane. We are on the Burgh Boys right now. Shout out to you if you listening, man. I'm sitting right next to a good friend of mine and a real like, you know what I'm saying, innovator out here in this sneakerhead game. You know what I'm saying? He been customizing sneakers and been a real, not even just sneakers, cause you got the Diet Stars Monday. He got a lot of shit, man. We gonna get into it right now. John Geiger, man. Air horns for the man. Air horns for the man. What's
Appreciate
good,
you
man?
for the intro.
You know, I gotta hype
You
you up.
gotta
That's
take
what I
custom
do.
sneakers out of there though. Just design.
Oh, design. My bad. My
There's
bad.
these terms
Yeah,
that
I
go
understand.
on. Yeah.
No, I know the real. I know the reason. It's differences in words. I'm a man of detail, so I understand.
No,
Yeah,
it's okay.
designing. My bad. Designing, because and that's what I meant to say too. Like you're not just a sneakers guy. You're a designer. So, and a tastemaker. How long you?
Clothing too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. How long have you felt like you've found your niche? Like, has it been just recently, or do you think it took you a while to get to that point?
I mean, just like anybody, they find their way eventually. I mean, I think I had to go through everything that I went through to get where I'm at now. But I think it was probably like probably just customizing shoes to start with like the misplaced checks and stuff. That was probably like what started it, and then it led into me designing my own shoes, which we have out now.
What's been the biggest thing that you've gotten like notoriety from so far, as far as like design? Has it been the misplaced checks?
No, I would probably say my own shoe. It's more
Definitely the 001.
Yeah, the 001. So it's just basically just overall just launching your own footwear line is probably bigger than anything you could ever imagine. I mean, it took 2 years to get the first colorway out, and now I'm working with Fortune 500 companies like Sprint and stuff like that. So
That's super crazy.
Forgiato.
Yeah, Forgiato.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
So wait, it's the owner of Forgiato?
Yeah. So it was pretty much I had like a line of towards the end of the year I had a line of like PR that I was gonna do, and one was Deezus and Mero. So as soon as I did that mostly led into like I knew them other bigger brands were gonna reach out to us because we already had been talking.
That was big.
But then as soon as we did Deezus and Mero, the bigger brands like Sprint, Forgiato, Michelin tires, people like that started reaching out. We turned down more than we accepted, but in 2018 we're gonna roll all those out.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's
And then
super
with
lit.
Sprint, how did that come about?
The CEO of Sprint just so happened one time. I live in Miami now, so he was in Miami. He had someone else reach out to me and said that he was taking a boat out that day. And it's kind of funny.
Baller as fuck.
Yeah, he was like, I'm taking a boat out this day. They were like, the CEO of Sprint wants you to come. He was talking about some shoes. So I was like, all right, cool. Got on a boat, kicked it, talked. His family lives there, and then he goes back from Kansas City to there. You know, Kansas City, that's where Sprint is. We ended up going to the Heat game after that, hung out, and then he just was in the footwear. He was like, why don't we collab? So then I had a release coming up that was actually Yellow Python. And he was like, you're not releasing it. We're putting Sprint on them. So we had to take the shoe back apart.
Wow.
Yeah, and then put Sprint on it. And now it led into a bigger release that's coming up. And there's 200 pairs that are coming out.
Wow.
So it's a limited edition
Yeah, yep.
Sprint version.
Yeah, yep.
They
That's
gonna let you.
crazy.
They gonna let you design a phone?
I don't know. You never know.
That would
You
be
never
So
hard.
we're actually
That would be hard.
rewind a little bit. I don't know if you just seen they had like the major commercials on Super Bowl, but the guy that moved from Verizon to Sprint was supposed to be wearing the shoes in the commercial, and that was going to be the rollout, and
That's
they didn't
lit.
get done in time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
damn, that would have been crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Shit, that blew my mind just now.
Yeah.
Been doing some.
So like I get
big shit, bro.
the crazy thing is that when you get to that point, when you start working with those bigger brands, as I say, like the Fortune 500 companies, we've been turned down so many smaller ones. I'm not gonna mention them because it's kind of like fucked up. But
Right.
when you can turn those smaller ones down, and I want to stay at like Sprint, Forgiato, Michelin tires, stay at like that level.
It's crazy to see you do things with bigger companies, but you're also not. What do I say? Like it's not weird for you to do something with smaller companies or brands. Like you did the pop up actually downtown. What's the name of that spot and how did that come about?
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh pop. I think it was like maybe 2 years ago now.
Oh yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
a
I
year.
just at that time I just wanted to keep doing things in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did that, and then like I think 3 months after I did the one at the Ace Hotel, it was just like come up with ideas and do a pop up in Pittsburgh. Really wasn't nothing much to it. I just used off the played off like the Pablo merch, and did like Franco and shit. I can't even think of the other one was the baseball dude.
You had a crazy location for that though.
Yeah,
It was like some Subway or something like that downtown.
might
I
be using
thought-
that same one on opening day.
on opening day for the Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. And you're about to do another pop up.
Or it's with New Era.
Okay.
So
Big things, big
yeah.
things.
There's a couple of things that are going on with that was whatchamacallit getting traded, and then people boycotting that game. So it might get pushed back, but it's still slated for opening day. I
That's
have
crazy.
two hats for the opening day Pirates. Yeah,
Officially, you and the Pirates.
and New Era. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You,
That's
the
lit.
Pirates, and New Era.
Yep.
That's
Do
super
you
lit.
think that they ever saw your hoodie with made the Pirates hat more famous?
Well, that yeah. It's it's kind of funny because there's merch too coming with it, and it's kind of play on that. It's either
You
going
did
to be
a
in
whole
that.
Doc Ellis.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's what
Did
some
he
of
ever
the,
reach
the
out?
hat's based on it.
Did he ever
No,
reach out?
he's passed away, but his son.
I
did.
didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
No way.
His son,
Yeah.
his family reach out.
Yeah, his son. His son has the shirts.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's it.
That's super dope.
Wow. So, were you? Did you? Yeah. That.
Yeah,
wow.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Ask the right question.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
There's a lot of I have a lot of things like just like about to just happen. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, yeah. When I saw the Forgiato, I was just like, okay.
Forgiato.
like,
Forgiato was
He's not fucking
something
around
crazy
the top of
because
the year.
I mean when I was growing up, like YG, can't afford these or whatever. Like those lyrics to those songs, some of those songs were always Forgiato rims. And I don't know if you know Forgiato, but that shit's like pretty
It's,
expensive.
yeah, it's
Top of the line,
expensive. Top
So
of the
we
line.
we
Is that
Sure.
Italian? That's Italian.
Yeah, they're actually in LA. My warehouse is in LA. So they had reached out and was like, why don't we do a shoe together? That led into me coming there. We like just hit it off, like me and the owner. And then now we go there and have like marketing meetings. We have like a whole rollout for content for like YouTube and the rims. And then there's a rim, there's a pair of rims, and then there's a pair of shoes. And they kind of play on words of like shoes for your car, shoes for your feet.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's super lit.
Yeah.
You've been in some pretty baller situations, but you know what I've noticed. I don't mean to say
Baller
that,
situation.
No. I'm gonna keep it real because that's what I do. You've been in some baller situations, and I noticed from your Instagram, you're not necessarily like the flex guy. So I've been, sometimes we've been in some same places, and
Yeah.
what's been some of the like craziest parties you've been in that you can say like, oh,
I live in
so-and-so was
Miami.
there. I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just off the top, one of
I mean,
the
they're not.
biggest
They're
parties,
probably
like
yeah.
intimately, like oh, I'm partying with Puff, or I'm
Yeah, I
partying
mean,
with,
Puff.
you know what I'm saying?
Been to Puff's crib many times. It's just like that. Khaled, probably bringing shoes, probably bringing the forces to Khaled when I did the Miami Forces and I took him Paris.
Oh wow.
Probably to his
I
crib.
remember when he posted that.
It was funny because funny story. At that time there was the what was that virus or that bug that was like big in Miami? Zika.
Zika virus.
So he supposedly was allergic to it. So he has a crib like on the water, but he was staying all the way up the beach by like Ball Harbor at the Ritz-Carlton.
Oh.
So he was like bringing me the shoes and stuff like that, and his man hit me up, and I was like, this isn't the same address I went to before. And it was like, he stays up high because of Zika. So I was like, all right. And then like 2 days later, that's when he I don't know if you've seen the video, but he had put the shoes to his ear, and it was him and Fat Joe in his room, and it was the Air Forces I put out.
That's crazy. I remember seeing them post
That's a crazy
that.
story.
I saw 2 Chainz recently posted
Yeah,
something.
2 Chainz.
That's crazy.
We just like swapped out. He got Versace's that are coming out in the summer. He just sent them. So I get back to Miami tomorrow, I'll have them, but I gave him the misplaced checks.
Oh, that's a fire swap.
That is a fire swap.
You just called 2 Chainz, just like, bro, I got something for you. You know what I mean? A little something
Right.
for me.
Yeah,
That's
it's
Versace's.
yeah, I don't know. Just it's pretty normal now.
What about the Diet Starts Monday? How did you get started with that?
It's wild because the footwear side started, well, almost going to be 3 years now, but 2 years before it released. And Diet Starts Monday was like, I want to do clothes. And basically, I had one of my homies come to Miami, is Davin, the owner of Diet Starts Monday. But I was like, I want to do clothes outside of footwear. And he was like, what do you want to call it? And I was like, Diet Starts Monday. And it just sounded so crazy, but it was like, in my mind, I was like, it's a play on words of like procrastination because I put it off for so long. So when you're in college and you working out or whatever, you're like, I'll do it on Monday, I'll do it Monday, I'll do it Monday.
True.
It was just a play on words of procrastination. I didn't know that it was going to take off that crazy.
Right.
Immediately, I showed at a thing in Vegas, a trade show. I showed privately, and then it
That had like the skeleton.
yeah.
That was crazy.
So it basically was like I showed privately, invited stores, and like all these stores picked them up. But then we just like went completely right and was like, let's just do a pop up, which opened in May, and it just stayed open now. Now it's a restaurant, retail, and bar in DC.
That's
Just,
crazy.
yeah, it's
you guys had the donut burger.
yeah. We have
like,
the so it's like 2 donuts with chicken sandwich.
Who's your chef? Shout out.
Chef Rebber, he just got fired.
Okay.
He's fired.
So you're gonna get some new chefs in there. Okay.
We have one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he got fired.
So shout out to the new chef.
Yeah. He's just a line chef, so we just got like a certain. It's not like a dude's back there like that day. He just wants to make what he wants. That's what we were doing before. Now it's like this is what it is, and he's making that. That stops at like 10 p.m. though.
How did you meet Davin?
He owned Premium Co. I don't know if you remember back in the day.
I do.
Premium Co.
I do. You did a few pieces.
Yeah,
with
they
them.
collabed with them. Yeah. And then Dazzler's Monday just took off like that. It's pretty crazy. We have like a Pleasures collab coming up. 5/4. Our billboard goes on Melrose and Fairfax Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, for All Star.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. But can't wait to post that picture.
See, baller shit, man. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Baller
crazy
shit.
because it's funny that I'm saying all this and you'll see it. It's actually the billboard is we had a food fight and they filmed it, and the pictures are from that.
That's
Yeah.
Now you had Miami Heat like sideline tickets, like
Yeah.
you'd be like right there, feet on the court. Well, you was there when Brown was there, right?
No, I had season tickets to Orlando Magic. That's when we just played for Buccaneers.
Right. But you've been to
I've been to Heat,
some Cavs games
yeah,
too, right?
I'm cool with Jay Rich,
okay.
so I go to a lot of games.
That's lit.
Yeah,
What, you like
it's
football
like a
too?
million. I mean, not really. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in like 6 years now, so I don't really watch sports.
Word. When your success changed, like when you started noticing that you can achieve some of the things you wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you noticed you had changed? Like, what are any things that you notice you don't do anymore?
Be around people that ain't doing shit. I mean, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty cutthroat now. So if you don't see what I'm doing, you're getting the fuck out of here, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. It's people like think you're a dickhead or whatever. You'll hear that from a lot of people. It's just because they weren't keeping up with it, or I felt like they were hurting my situation. At that time, it's not like, oh, he's my homie, he can be around. If he keeps fucking up shit, you gotta go.
True.
It's 2018. Like,
business is
Exactly.
business. and,
Exactly.
Relationships.
Like
are
I
relationships.
believe all like that loyalty stuff. I believe all that. But if you're holding me back from what I want to do, I'm out.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or if you can't help me in any way foster some type of positive results, you know what I mean?
Like I'm a big like, if someone hits me for something, I'll help them do it, or that, this and that. But if you're gonna hold me back, like
It's the Will Smith throwing the logs on the fire. Did you see him post that?
right.
Will Smith been killing him. on
He's
social
been killing
media.
that shit.
Instagram is great now that Will Smith is.
Yo, Instagram's gonna turn to all videos. Give it like 6 months.
I believe it.
I believe.
I
There's not gonna be a time too. It's not gonna be like a minute. I'm on my Gary V shit right now. It's not gonna be like a minute.
What you think it's going to change to?
Because I mean, I get better content. Not saying that I'm doing this podcast directly for content, but I don't know if you've seen, I've done like a bunch of PR like in the past 2 months. Like
Yes.
started with Jesus Samara.
Yeah.
I do. Anybody ask me about a podcast, if it's like somewhat okay.
Will Nichols.
Yeah, I do like all the people I know or some that I like. So I'll just do them.
Shout out to you.
And it
for
turns
doing that.
into like content for you, turns into content for me. And if I do this for an hour and I say like one good thing that I put on Instagram, that shit could run up to like 100,000 views, and that's just gaining people there.
Facts.
So I think
Facts.
videos for me have been better. I share the process of the shoes. People love that. Like you don't see designers in the warehouse.
Never.
I had to ask you just because I know that you really hoop a lot. I think that people know that about you, but they don't really know that about you, that you used to hoop in high school. That's kind of how you know Revis, I think, because you guys play basketball together.
Play AAU.
But and if anyone looks this up on YouTube, there's a crazy video of Geiger like fighting somebody like while he was hooping like in the middle of a game.
It was a state championship game.
It's pretty. Can you explain that?
My basketball career ended at that day, basically. I went and visited Robert Morris like 2 weeks before that, and
You
then
and Wale might have went to Robert Morris at
Yeah.
the same time.
That's pretty funny, actually.
That's kind of crazy.
But I mean, like I said, all them situations, you look back, and that's what made me like where I'm at now. So it's kind of like it needed to happen. But yeah, I was in a state championship game. I got hit in my balls and just
Lost
it's
it.
fucking like 16 years old or whatever it was. No college talked to me after that. I ended up going to Clarion, then with the CCAC. Then I graduated from Point Park with a criminal justice degree, which is kind of funny.
Now, with that being said, yeah, that is
I
kind
met
of
Q. That's where I met Q.
That is where we met. We had some great times at Point
Yeah.
Park. Geiger was definitely somebody that like was one of the more generous people that I knew, because I was just like a little ass freshman, just like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? He would be like, yo, just chill. He would pick me up in a Charger, like he had a nice ass car. Always was on some just upper echelon shit. You know what I'm saying? And he introduced Mac to Revis and shit. That was just good peoples. But I had another question, not to put you on the spot, but since you're good at hooping, is there anybody that you ever just like crossed up crazy, or just like you hooped, you won a team game maybe against them or something like Jordan or something like that? You ever met Jordan?
Yeah.
Does he know about your shoes?
Probably not. If he did, he's too much of a dickhead to even say anything.
Is
He would never
it true that he is a dickhead like that?
I won't say.
Does
it,
he have
but-
security, or he just will walk
I
by
won't
you
say it,
and
but
like
Yeah,
won't say
security. I've this is so crazy. There's a partner in my shoe company. We just expanded, so we brought on another partner. But his cousin is brothers with his wife. So SoFly in Miami, the store that gets the Jordan collabs.
Yeah.
That's because they're related to Jordan.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
makes sense.
So SoFly Jordan collabs are because they're related to him directly. Like their
So it's
sister
like
is
he's
the dude he
getting-
married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the plug then. They a little baby plug.
I don't be asking her for shit.
Little baby plug,
Yeah.
man. What's some of your favorite food spots in the Burgh?
Wow.
I haven't been. I mean, I was just in DC on the way back. My dad wanted to stop at Minio's, but if I was gonna get pizza, I'm more like a Vincent's.
What?
Yeah.
That's a curveball.
Where's Vincent's at for people who
That's,
may not
I
know?
don't
Near
even know
Braddock. Near Braddock.
No, not. No, not that one. It's Forest Hills. It's the greasy
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Forest
Vincent's Pizza
Hills.
Park.
Yeah.
That's right next to Braddock. But
Okay.
yeah, Forest Hills. Forest
Forest
Hills.
Hills.
Okay.
Near like the Walgreens, the Taco Bell, and all that shit.
I don't know if there's like new stuff there. I just know it's in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, that's Vincent's. Shit, you threw me a curveball right now. I can't even think.
You like Permanis?
Yeah, I mean, I eat it like when I bring someone to town,
Mm-hmm.
family member or something like
what's
that.
food spots in the Burgh don't stay open late. So what's a late night spot, or what's
In
what's
Miami?
something that you go? No.
Here?
Yeah, here. Like if you need something before you going to bed, because you know it ain't. What you gonna do? You gonna go Wendy's or
Sheets?
Do you remember when I
Sheets?
lived on Fifth Ave?
Yeah.
Remember what's that place we went to like after Raw, after wrestling? What's the little pizza place? It's not the one the situation just happened at. It's like
it might be the one that's across the street.
Arma? Oh no.
I know what you're talking about.
I would always go in there when I would leave the club or whatever, because it was right by my crib
yeah.
there. But I don't know what the name of it is.
So pizza,
Yeah, pizza.
wings,
shit like
Yeah.
something like that.
What about in New York or Miami? What are your favorite places to go there?
Miami. So basically, I travel
Favorite
so much, so I
places
try to stay vegetarian. I'm trying right now.
Okay.
My weight fluctuates so crazy
lit.
from that. Yeah, so I
So
try
your
to stay
diet started
vegetarian.
already.
Yeah, my dad started already. I'm trying vegetarian again tomorrow when I get back.
It's fine.
But there's a ton of places. I live in Brickell, so there's like Koyo Taco. You know
yeah,
about
we went
Koyo.
there. Yeah, that's just fine.
If you ever go to Miami, go to Koyo. We'll probably eat there every day. I stay away from like the South Beach. I don't do nothing on
Do
South
you do
Beach no
any
more.
shopping in Miami?
I just did because Valentine's Day is coming up, but you know, like the design district. I'm like telling you everything right now.
Yeah, this is the real one. This is the real one.
It's a real
I mean, it
one.
wasn't all for girls, for my mom too, but
Right.
That damn.
So design.
Yo, you're making me feel like guilty
Yo,
right
but
now.
the-
I do not get my mom anything for Valentine's
yeah, but
Day.
design
I'm
district
bad.
right next to Wilwohl. There's some crazy stores there. So
Mom, I got you. I'm sorry. What about New York? Favorite place to shop in New York? That's a better question, I guess.
Soho,
Soho?
yeah.
No stores in particular that you even wanna.
The Webster. They just opened the Webster up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baller shit.
Webster's
Spillz,
like
you don't got
6
nothing, man. What's up?
No.
This is funny. These are
Yeah.
completely different questions than I've ever got asked.
Because we
Put your late
we
night
do
pizza
research. I do the research on like I watched you and Will.
Yeah.
I watched a few things, so we're trying to get different things.
Yeah.
Not gonna ask you about like nightlife in Pittsburgh because
Yeah.
that would just result in like some whole other Tav.
We don't.
You know what I mean?
We don't
What-
want people.
How about
following
this?
you
What's
around
one of
and
your
all that
favorite
shit.
clubs to go to in Vegas?
Wow.
Rhino.
Hey.
Okay.
We just got a Rhino here.
Yeah, we did.
I swear to
Yes.
God.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
With the,
I know,
it
John.
open
John,
tonight?
hit up the owner.
John?
John, can you hit up the owner from Vegas and make sure that we're good in this one?
What?
The owner
Where,
from Vegas
bro?
came out here.
Where?
it's at the new
You just. That's
yeah,
crazy. You just
by the
blew
Rivers.
mine right there.
Yeah, bro.
They just opened this like last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Do that. Yeah. End of 2017.
You got to get that gig.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to get that gig.
Yeah.
Swear.
That's a big gig right there. Yeah.
I know that on shoe wise, you can't. Not that you can't. You would, but like it's stupid to say anyone other than yourself. But clothing wise, is there anyone that you?
I mean, I got some shit coming for shoes.
with other people.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's funny because.
Oh god.
Can I get Oha right here?
So there's a Bleacher Report coming out tomorrow, and it's basically
Shout out
like
Cass.
Bleacher Report, yeah, Cass. But Bleacher Report's putting out an article tomorrow about how like Nike took my stuff, but it's like actually like a flip because I had meetings with Nike last week, so we're working on something for 2018.
Oh,
See, that's super lit
Air horns.
because I think who was I talking to? Was it you, Spillz? Or was it
Yes.
Flack? I was
It was
talking to
Flack.
Flack earlier about that, and I was like trying to get because I was confused on whether you were working directly with them or not. And I think I
can give you like the total background because it kind of is confusing at some point. I got to be in those meetings with Revis, so that led me into being like, I actually knew what the fuck I was talking about. So they would be like, oh, this dude actually knows what he's talking about. And then right before, when the Revis one came out, which I got royalty checks on, a royalty check would have been for a shoe would have been like, if you were in the studio with Wiz and you'd be like, yo, I think you should do this. And he was like, he did it. And then you got like credits. Right. It would be like that. So I got credits, but I got paid for it. And it led into that. So going into the Zoom Revis 2, which was going to be huge, I had all this input in it, but there was going to be like a whole like LeBron KD line, like clothes, hats, like everything. And as soon as he got traded to the Buccaneers, they like took everything. So at that time, they still had me come out to campus, the Nike campus, and I would work on Nike ID stuff. That's when I would drop like Air Force Ones like every day, colorways that like weren't out. So they basically would, I don't want to use the word use me, but social media at that time is a little bit different than now. If you know now, you're kind of getting used now, but in a sense, it's kind of helping you. Say like I send you a pair of Jordans early, you're going to post it. It helped them. Like if I posted a pair of Jordans early, it helps me because I'm gaining followers, but it helps them because they like kind of like showed it differently than just putting like a picture up or whatever.
True.
So at that time, I would work on Air Force One IDs and say I was like, yo, I should do an all teal pair. And they'd be like, we don't have that color scheme, but they would make it for me. I would post it. It would go crazy, and they would add that to Nike ID, that colorway. So, yeah. So in a sense, they were using me, but in a sense, I was still building a crazy following from it.
Needed a check for that.
Yeah. And then I would feed them super crazy ideas. Basically, every single thing they're doing now in 2014. The do-it-yourself classes, putting swooshes all over the shoe, putting zippers in places.
Oh, yeah, you could take them
off. Yeah, so I would be like, giving those ideas, and they were like, we would never do that. So I just went and did it on my own. That's when I did the misplaced checks.
Right. And that's kind of where the deal is coming with for
the new
coming
stuff?
Up, right?
Nah, it's completely.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, like, Virgil just put out all that stuff called the 10.
The 10, yeah.
They're picking, like, new people to do the 10 every year.
Wow.
I'm not saying I'm doing that, but I'm just saying, yeah.
That's
yeah.
That's incredible, bro.
Yeah, man.
With everything that like the Travis Scott stuff or whatever, like I
he
know
was
that,
pretty mad about it.
Right? People have like came and asked you about that.
We had to have a phone conversation about that.
How'd you meet Sean
Davis?
Yeah.
You
guys grew up together.
Agent.
So
he was
like Larry Sanders.
Yeah, he has Iman Shumpert, Mo Harkless from the Blazers.
Okay.
A couple other people.
And that's crazy because you linked up with Marcus Stroman too.
Yeah, Marcus Stroman just again all the famous people that are athletes.
They like the shoes.
Yeah, they just hit me up. It just so happened that he was playing in the World game in Miami. It was like Puerto Rico versus U.S. or whatever it was. Yeah, I think Puerto Rico versus U.S. He was playing for the U.S. and he was staying at a hotel like down the street and was like, "Yo, you got these shoes?" And I was like, "Yeah." I took him to him. We went out. Next day, went to the game. Just became cool after that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
What's your favorite pair of shoes to wear right now?
I want to say my new one. I was gonna try to wear them, but I was like, fuck, I didn't show nobody yet. So the 001 was like the whole first year. All the collabs coming up with 001. I go into retailers and Barney's in Japan. I go in a couple other stores. The 002 I'm gonna show at the end of the month. So it hasn't even been 1 year yet, which is super crazy. So the end of this month will be 1 year, the 24th. It'll be 1 year since I launched. So on the 24th, I'm gonna tease the 002 and then go from there.
That's
we have
crazy.
like leather goods. We have like leather goods. I'm gonna cross over into like leather goods, like wallets, handbags, stuff like that. We're gonna make it all in the same warehouse.
Man. Well, whenever you do a release, man, please allow the Burgh Boys to come. We love to be able to see all of that, man. It's great having you
we
here.
We gotta come down to DC.
Yeah, we gotta come. We gotta come fuck with you somewhere. Maybe Miami. You know what I'm saying?
You good in Miami?
He looks outside. He's like, yeah, maybe Miami. We might get down there.
It's terrible outside right now.
I was supposed to leave tomorrow morning, and the flight already got pushed back till tomorrow night. So
wow. Oh,
man, this weather is boof. It's like every other night. You never know, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming through, man.
I appreciate it.
Seriously.
Super appreciate you for coming through.
Much success to you, man. Continue doing your thing with the clothes, with the shoes, all your endeavors, man. We wish you much success.
And we do miss you. The Burgh misses you, so it's good to hear that you're coming back to do more here.
Yeah.
The top of this year.
Hopefully the stuff for the opening day will work out. But like I said, the him getting traded and then the boycott thing might push it back.
Yeah.
I mean, just for them to recognize you on that level, still.
It actually might be in that same little thing.
That little hut.
It might be there on the bridge because they shut down the bridge that day. So I pitched them to do it on the bridge, but they were looking at other places. So.
Oh my god! If you did that shit on the bridge, it would be fucking incredible.
And it's crazy. I was trying to set it up like a. Damn, what the hell was the store downtown that had all the Pittsburgh stuff before it closed?
Oh,
Social
Honest Wagner.
Wagner. I was gonna try to set up like an old Honest Wagner, and then that got shot down. And then it was like I wanted to make it like a David's. They shot that down.
Yeah.
Now it's just like a little boutique.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy.
That's Pittsburgh.
It's really not even. So basically, the design process for the hats. Most of the new era hats get made in the U.S. now. So like, if it's just embroidery, like all them ones are embroidery, that can get done in the U.S. So that can get done like a month before release. It has to go through New Era, has to okay the designs, and then the Pirates have to okay the designs.
Right.
Which it's not easy.
No.
Would you say that shoes are the hardest piece of clothing to make production wise?
Yeah, it's like a 3-month. If I think of something right now, I'll come up with a material and everything.
What are hats? How many months are hats?
Like New Era, they have their own warehouse, so they probably knock it out. I could imagine like 10 days, 15 days. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big difference compared hats to shoes. That's a.
I know Nike
Davis
could knock out
down?
shoes way faster. Whatever.
Yeah, nobody said Davis is shut down.
No.
Wait, Davis is still open?
Yeah, Davis is still open.
Oh, wow.
East Liberty?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, they're
Davis is
still
still
open.
open.
Is it?
What?
Yeah, they still open, G. They
Are
ain't
they?
closed
We're
yet.
gonna have to check the facts on that one.
Right?
They still open. It ain't the same Davis you might know. Obviously some young people in there, but it's Davis. They still open.
I'm dumbfounded.
They still there, G. They still holding on. It's a lot of them businesses about to, be gone. A lot of Davis is open. Yeah, that's what I said. Davis is
They're
open.
looking up.
You have to give a girl like money early to get the Air Force Ones early from there.
Shout out to Portia with the
when I
facts.
went to CCAC.
What's the
Portia's
craziest
open.
thing that you ever did for a pair of shoes?
Like, did he eat the booty or
Pause.
Balls.
You talking about sending a?
I don't know. I used to always like. I used to like really.
You sending a girl?
When I would get shoes, I was never like the never stand in line type. Like I would just give them money early or give them like an extra $100.
You just had the plug.
Yeah, I had the. Yeah, I just had my way in. I would never like stand in line.
All right.
And then once I got on with stuff, it was kind of like easier to get it.
No, do you wear like any of the like Margellas or any of those like the Gucci's or any of the high end sneakers besides
Those
yours?
shoes are the reason why I started my own shoe company. I would wear Margiela Futures a lot. They were just uncomfortable, and then I would wear Jordans, and everybody would have them. So when I got into like the higher end stuff, it was like right when like Kanye and Jay-Z went on tour. That's when I started getting into like the super high end stuff, going to Fashion Week and stuff. I just felt like those shit were uncomfortable, but then I wear Jordans. So the 001 was like putting those two together, finding my medium. That's why inside the box is medium and shit like that. So I was like mixing the high end materials look like a sneaker.
That's
Yeah. So no, I don't wear them anymore. But the Versace's I get in a couple days, I'll wear.
okay. Period. Definitely need to see the IG of that.
Have you caught this fake Geiger yet?
No, so
Bro, I'm tired of.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
So
I
you know
love
what's
following
crazy?
you,
What's it-
man.
you know
But
what's
like
crazy?
seeing
You know
this fake
people will do
Geiger,
that?
I'm gonna find them myself, bro.
Some people really asked me the other day, was like, is this like a marketing scheme or this is real? I said, this is really real. Like he just did it yesterday. And what happens is,
So the police
It's
are on
very-
it though.
yeah, we have an FBI like full case open.
Okay. Cool.
But the problem is, since he's in New York, the FBI people I know are not in that area, so they have to. It's fucking crazy. So basically, right now, John Geiger Co. The office is in Tampa. So basically, the FBI
It's
guy
not
we
in their
know,
jurisdiction.
it's not in their jurisdiction. So you have to
Wow.
find someone in Tampa to work with. Then they have to find someone in New York to find the person. The person's in New York.
Oh yeah.
But basically, what they're doing
It's
is.
just like watching Criminal Minds.
Yo, this is so crazy. I'm about to break this down. If you got a minute.
Yeah, we do. You're good. Go
So
ahead.
basically,
we got time.
this is what this person is doing. At first, I would never comment back to people because I just didn't. Sometimes it could go like 1,000 comments. Sometimes it'll go like 20. You never know. Social
Yeah.
media. But when it would be a lot, I wouldn't answer people. Now I started answering everybody, think that was going to help the situation. But now since everybody got their shit set up as a business account, you have your email on your page. The person will go through the comments, say Motormane says like, yo, I need these. He's going to then email you and be like, yo, this is John from a John. Listen to this: a John Geiger 412 at Gmail. That's the email.
Yeah.
Which I can't shut down. I'll get back to that. So he emails you that, says, "Yo, it's John Geiger. Just saw the I just commented to you, because I commented to you.
Yep.
Says, what's your phone number? Here's mine. Got a 412 number. I think he just changed it to an 814 number. And then we'll start texting and be like, yo, Venmo me the money. And you send him the money. And usually what happens is 2 days later, you DM me like, yo, why didn't you ship the shoes yet? What's going on? And I'm like, you just got fucking frauded, basically.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And my email is on my page. It's just so believable.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy because
I wish it was like some better scheme that the dude is doing, but that's really all it is.
He's just like simply finessing. Like that's
and
just what it is.
he definitely hit me, but
Fuck
I thought
you.
it was
Fuck
weird
you,
because
fake
I was
Geiger.
like,
Why would
I
I be
had
trying
your number, and
Yo,
I was like, why would you
it's-
email me?
So what's
in the
crazy
first place? You would have hit
is
me on Twitter.
people
before.
like you, and then there's people that have been like, there was a lady working with my company, like helping me do marketing, and she got scammed.
Wow.
She was like, I really thought you were emailing me because it said John Geiger. You know, like if I email you right now, it'll say John Geiger. It won't say like my full email. Just say the name.
Right.
So she was like, I thought it was you.
That's crazy.
Like they got someone on, they got the makeup lady for Jesus and Mero on Christmas Eve. Like it's fucked up. Some of the shit's fucked up.
For some shoes.
Yeah.
Man,
What the fuck?
I hope
Yeah.
somebody catch him.
Like
and
I
beat
get
the
mad even
brakes
talking
off
about it
of
because
this
it's been
dude,
so
man.
long, and it's just like
He's a
it's
clown.
exhausting. It's exhausting, basically.
I mean, I'm glad that we can just bring more awareness to it because if
I don't think
anybody,
it's gonna help.
he just
He needs some
finessing.
street
I put it on my story.
justice. That's
I put it
what
on
he
my story
need.
every day. I stopped
He
doing
needs
it
some
because I'm
street
just like,
justice.
Yeah.
I'm like, is fucking Ronnie Fogg, is he
Maybe
putting on
an
his story every day and he
or
gets scammed? Like, no, I just stopped even talking about it. The
Yes.
police told me that actually that the more I talked about it, the more he was probably getting off on it. So they just
Like,
don't
'cause-
even talk about it at all. Like if you get scammed, you're an idiot, basically is what he's saying.
Wow.
Because I have a website. I have my email, my website.
Right. It's all. I mean, it technically is all on your social media.
Yeah,
everywhere.
like that
I mean,
people should just go there.
Yeah.
Like your email's right there. You know what your email is.
The person just started doing Dire Starts Monday stuff like 2 days ago.
Right.
He was calling it Dire Starts Monday night.
That's
Hey, man.
It's so wild.
insane.
This guy needs to YouTube Geiger fighting during basketball just so he can see what's happening to him soon.
I'm pretty sure that it happens to a lot of people.
It does.
It's just they probably just don't like. There's nothing I can do. So the fact that like I care about people. So that's the problem. If I didn't give a shit, I'd be like, I won't say nothing about it.
Luckily, you're on some super direct to consumer. I mean, obviously, you're in a lot of retail as well,
Yeah.
but like for the most part, people want to like. When I went to your event at the Line Hotel, people want to connect with you.
Yeah.
People want to meet you. So that's part of the big draw for you.
Oh yeah.
That shit went over my
Sir
head.
Flackwood,
What I'm doing?
always rolling up.
Backwood.
Backwood, baby. And you know what? I like how y'all did that together. Teamwork make the dream work.
You already
Ooh,
know,
baby.
brother.
Spillz ain't have a mic, but he wanted to get it on the action. I know this action's nice, but yeah, cut the music. I ain't say cut the music off. Put it back on. Put that shit. Put it back on. If I get. Put that shit back.
Cut the music.
If I
back
get
on.
angry. All right, cut that music.
Cut that shit.
All right. That's all I wanted to do. He don't turn it off before prematurely. He don't do that, Dolo. He don't
Not to a real nigga.
Cut to
Can
a
I
real
talk to him for 1 second, for a second, Flack?
Hey, talk to your brother.
Preach,
Or you want to talk to the people, or you want to
I
talk to
want
the
to talk to the people. one
Talk to,
time.
hey, talk to the people one time.
I just want to give a shout out to Ethic one time.
Hey,
Shout out,
oh,
Because
yeah,
they
Ethic.
draped us. They draped us and dripped
Hold
us.
up.
And,
Wait,
you know what I'm
wait.
saying?
We need an ass.
We got the drip.
Well, Ethic ain't give me nothing.
got it. Yeah, we need another box over here for Sir Flack.
I wear a size
Look,
large.
They gave us the
Oh
ashtray
shit!
too,
I
baby.
wear a size large. Ethic.
Yeah, they gave us an ashtray too,
But
baby.
I seen
Thank you,
y'all
Spillz.
cracking boxes, but that's neither here nor there.
Do you got your kush lit, Flack?
Yeah, I passed the Q. You know he was all on me.
Let them know what you're smoking on today, Flack.
Facto.
I'm smoking on some of that cookies. It's some it's a little special blend. I ain't gonna put y'all on everything, cause everything ain't for everybody.
Ooh,
shit.
not for y'all. It's
But
neither
yeah.
here nor there.
Yeah, I got
You
Q
feel
and
me?
Solo Dolo in the building. Is that right? He
What's the
fucking
deal?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. But I wanted to talk to you. Yeah, clap it up. But you watch the Super Bowl?
Watch the Super Bowl.
Okay. We all know about the action. I want to talk to you about the Super Bowl snacks. Was your Super Bowl snacking or no?
Super Bowl snacking crazy.
But I was watching the Super Bowl. Guess what they did? They robbed Gronkowski's crib while he was playing in the Super Bowl.
That's facts. Wow,
That's
boy.
facts. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that. That's whoever did that is like.
It's just a metaphor.
No, that's real shit. No, but whoever did that had to be on some like great heist type shit. I'm gonna rob his crib when he not home, bro. He's at the Super Bowl. He's really
That's
not.
the ultimate disrespect.
That is, and he lost, so he had to come home to that. Like, bro.
And y'all took my fucking Xbox.
He
I can't even replay this shit on Madden.
He was breaking shit when he got home, like just breaking every. First of all, it looked like he looked like he live in a college dorm. Like Gronk don't look like. I mean,
I think that's just him. Bro. You just walk in and break shit, whether if he's pissed, happy, or mad. Like the motherfucker just breaking shit.
Spike everything like he scored a touchdown.
Swear.
He get a waffle out the toaster. He spiked that shit.
Swear.
Like, bro, stop spiking shit, bro. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, that's enough about that. But also, you know they benched Malcolm Butler, right?
Yeah.
But guess why they said they benched him? Because he was at a Rick Ross concert, smoking weed and missed curfew.
Wow.
He went. I mean, they said he went on Twitter and said he didn't do nothing. But who else? Who gonna go on Twitter and say they did something?
Nobody.
Exactly. Exactly. So listen. If somebody saw that man at a Rick Ross concert smoking weed, it ain't false. He got out the game. Like, if somebody say right now, I'm gonna accuse everything. Like, yeah, you was smoking weed at the game. I'm gonna accuse it, even if I was right now sitting on the couch. But that's neither here nor there.
I had a question.
Okay, I'm just rambling. Get your shit off. I'm just rambling.
How did you come up with your name?
Solo Dolo. Yeah, that's a good question. So I was
That
chilling.
was my question. I just let him tell it.
I was chilling in the dorm, right? Chilling in the dorm. Some girls walk past. I'm sitting here blasting this cutty. I had these old ass speakers, right? Sitting there blasting that shit. It was like, you want to DJ this house party? I'm like, I don't even know nothing about DJing. This one I just got a controller that same day because I didn't know what the fuck. I was calling people like, yo, what's that program you had? Virtual what? I'm sitting there calling motherfuckers. And she's like, yeah, we having this party. I want you to come DJ. I'm like, cool. So Kid Cudi was big back in the day, right? And I like the name, like, you know what I mean? It's like Mr. Solo Dolo. I'm like, oh, I like that shit. So I'm going to just call myself Solo Dolo because I was always, you know what I mean, by myself at front. But now I'm not Solo Dolo no more, you know?
See, I thought it was because you was always by yourself.
No.
You was just like Solo Dolo.
That's like, I identify with that. I'm on some
Cudi shit.
lonely stoner type shit.
Can I bite? Can I be Solo Flacco or some shit?
Solo Flacco, swear?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not even mad at you. I like that shit.
I mean, I'll give you credit. Cause you give credit where credit. You want to be Solo Q or no? Or you got to think about it?
Yeah, I got to
You in the higher realm.
Solo Q doesn't have a ring to
you
it.
A higher
Solo
realm.
Q.
You gotta
like,
ask.
fuck?
You gotta ask the higher up people and shit. You in the higher. I'm just a regular motherfucker. Listen.
So I had another question. Is it okay?
Let me get a question before you get a question.
All right, do your
Let's
question.
take turns. Let's take turns.
No, I'm with that.
No, go first. Go ahead. I want to see what your vibe like. Go.
You sure?
No, go. I want to see your vibe.
All right.
I want to see your vibe.
So you know I gotta ask this.
Surely.
The meme, man.
See
Okay.
Go lay down.
Go lay down.
How did that come about?
Fucking smoking.
Yes. Yes. We got air horns, claps.
So I ain't gonna
Please,
lie.
air horn.
This is before I even, you know, me on that type of weed shit. I was drinking, smoking.
Where's that picture from, bro?
Like to my house, like back in the day. Like, I was just too hit. Everybody was there, and we was about to go to the club, and they was just take forever. I was like, yo, I'm about to lay down. And I was like this, like they was talking. You know, when you just be stoned out your mind, you just be like this, chilling. And dude just caught the flick. He just caught the serious flick. So what happened was, is my man Ramdada had that for years, yo. He had that in the stash. Like, there was one day I seen it. I deleted off this computer. He's like, bitch, I got that in my email. I was like,
Back up. Back up.
I was pissed. So he stashed this joint, like, for years.
Wait, what's his name?
DJ Ramdada.
Ramdada. I fucking love you, man, because you preserved a little bit of Pittsburgh history with there. Because anybody that's ever tripping or just saying some wild shit, usually Chad, I just be like, go lay down, yo. You know what I'm saying?
That meme went viral, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, viral. Like, damn, y'all can at least tag me.
What point were you like? Was it when Wapo posted it, or like what point were you like, yo, this shit went super viral? Did it go more viral than Wapo?
I heard a couple people use it, like they still usually throwing text. Like I feel like I'm gonna be that little what was that pop-up head face? Like that's gonna be me. Like I feel like if you guys sent that, like I'm gonna have to make that tonight. Swear. But
Right now.
yeah, Wapo posted like, I feel like everybody posts that shit at least once, whether it's through text or Instagram, whatever, Facebook.
Well, you know what you need, guys.
I'm just letting you get the important shit out the way.
I'm just saying, man.
You
Like
know,
we smoking and shit, but we ain't
listen.
we ain't dug deep yet on what we really
I'm
get
caught
to.
up with. I like your questions, man.
All right,
That was cool.
I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, I'm gonna take a time out. You ready?
Yeah, I just want to, I ask certain questions, but you be DJing in the clubs and shit, right?
For sure.
Like, they be lighting up, and first of all, when they light up, you got the club rocking when they light up, right?
Yeah.
So, you hate when the people be tweaking like, no, don't light up, don't smoke in this club?
No.
I mean,
no, not at all. The club allow it. I don't care.
do you smoke when you be DJing?
Sometimes depends on the mood. It depends on the day. Like if I had a long day, I probably not, cause I'll probably fall asleep. It'd be all like lazy. But if it's just I'm just getting the day started, I'm just getting my night started, I might, hit that 11 p.m. with you real quick to get my turn it up. Yeah.
Get right.
Better not be no butt shit though.
No, man, I only smoke with the best people.
Yeah,
Okay,
I appreciate.
here we go.
I appreciate that.
The other stuff be giving you a headache.
Yeah.
You feel like you're hitting hookah.
You got any crazy smoke stories for me? Like, just any you could pull out, old school, new school, funny shit, club shit, go lay down type shit.
Go lay down, definitely one of them.
That's probably a top.
That might be. So we don't got to ask no
Top
more.
five,
That go lay down one.
Man, crazy shit always happen on smoke. It's usually like if it's a group of us or especially OT. OT's always a problem. That's why I like going to Vegas a lot.
Oh.
OT's an issue. I remember I fell asleep on the beach for like 6 hours.
That's lit though. Actually,
No, that wasn't cool at all.
How did that happen?
they kick sand on your shit while
Not
people
even.
Miami. That's
No,
Miami.
I had one of them fucking big ass lawn, like the ones you lay down, the fucking damn near bench, whatever the fuck it is.
The go lay down mobile.
Go lay down mobile. Swear,
Hey, for
the mattress
6 hours.
pad. Swear, I was caved 6 hours straight.
So you went to you caught from a dispensary. You went to a dispensary, or you just grabbed from a Vegas local?
No, well, Vegas always get from the dispensary, but
Okay.
from Miami, I just happened to hit a motherfucker on the corner before I hit the beach.
Oh, so he had that go lay down.
Early.
Yeah. So you respected it. And you went to go lay down.
Swear.
You be
Show my respects.
So what you be when you smoke, get the munchies? What you like what you like to munch on? Gushers.
No.
Okay.
Hell no, I want nothing popping in my mouth.
No, I'm
out there busting in my mouth, Playboy.
my bad.
Gushers are fire,
Yeah,
but I
Gushers.
fucking feel
I
you
don't
on
fuck
that.
with Gushers no more.
Yeah,
After
now I feel
he ruined
sus.
Gushers for me.
Yeah.
I feel sus
Fam,
for fucking with Gushers.
I got a whole cabinet full of Gushers. I'm about to go flush them down the toilet.
You have
like
kids.
it's
You have kids.
they not
That's
eating.
cool.
My son ain't eating shit that popping off in his mouth. Yeah. So I'm flushing the Gushers down the toilet.
It's a little bit different. You look at it like that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
still
So
flushing
what's
them down
something
the
that you
toilet.
fuck with then?
Man, I get the Kit Kat white chocolate.
See, that's new shit though.
Yeah,
Whoa.
you talking on some futuristic.
talking-
shit.
yeah, he
I'm
too.
just saying.
What's the classic?
He always
bruh?
2015.
The fruities.
32.
The fruities.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you in the hood stores.
It's
with them.
called fruities though.
You in
Yeah.
the- hold on, you either in a hood store or you bulk buy them things.
No, I hit Wilkinsburg.
Yeah,
Sometimes hit 'em up.
either or
Okay.
you hood or bulk buy.
What else I eat?
You like
Shout out bulk buy.
Kool-Aid jammers or
Shout out
Capri
bulk buy
Suns.
spots.
Oh man, I can't be doing that.
What you?
The Capri Suns, man, I can't. They don't hit for me.
Oh, all right.
So I always give me a Fiji water, a Red Bull. I gotta get me a apple juice, something with flavor, and I gotta drink.
Yeah, the
I
little
get-
ones.
Yeah, get the Middlesworth potato chips.
Hell, hold up. You bringing out all
Whoa,
the
whoa,
little
whoa,
cheap-
whoa,
He's bringing out
whoa,
the-
whoa, whoa.
He's bringing out the deep,
Middlesworth potato chips.
the hot
Yeah.
ones.
Swear, no, you gotta get the
I fuck with the hot.
hand cooked.
Hand cooked.
Yeah,
See, but you gotta go to a hood to get them though. They ain't
no,
everywhere.
they don't sell them here. Oh, they do now, huh?
Yeah,
They
some
do now.
hoods.
Where do they
They got-
sell them at?
I know
Man, I
on the
gotta
north
go,
side they got them.
My man from Harrisburg, when I linked up to college, yo, every time he used to come to Pittsburgh, he used to bring me 2 bags. So he used to come to Pittsburgh like
They
every
definitely
other month. He used to just bring
What
me.
college did you go to?
I went to Clarion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got to Clarion a year before Geiger.
That's when
got-
you started?
year after Geiger left.
And that's when you started DJing up there, right?
Yeah, I started DJing up there my senior year.
What was your first gig you ever DJ? Like a house party type shit?
House party.
For real?
Yeah.
You was hold up. Was you nervous or you was like, "Fuck, I'm about to get these hoes
I
turned"?
mean-
Get on the floor, shake that booty.
Fuck, I was always in the club, and I just feel like, man, I'm always out partying. I gotta get paid for this shit somehow. I gotta figure this out. So I was like, that's how I got into DJing for real. Like, I'm always out anyway. I already know what's gonna turn the club up. I felt like so. No, I wasn't nervous at all.
See, I always thought DJing was like, yo, plug the aux cord in, let my homies hear some jams, It's more than that.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really more than that. Like, you really gotta be in there pushing all types of buttons and shit. Like the aux cord. Do you hate like the aux cord DJs? Like the people that just come, put the track on, play. Like, do you dislike them? You think they just lazy?
Yeah, I think they kind of lazy. I think somebody, if you're gonna start off DJing, there's nothing wrong with that. I think you should try to look up to somebody, like maybe reach out, say, yo, I'm trying to spin with you, trying to spin a set. But man, don't just put the track on and let it ride. I mean, you're a DJ, you're supposed to create the crowd. You know, you control the crowd. Have some fun with it. Don't just let that shit ride. I can sit in my car for that.
No,
you know?
True. Because I asked because sometimes people say they DJs, you pull up, they just playing tracks. They ain't got the burr, burr, burr. They ain't on their mics. They ain't got the work, work. Yeah, they ain't got that. Yeah, I mean, that's the only song I can think of because I can think of that shit because they be y'all. Bruh. Come on, don't hit me with that, bruh. I was in the zone right now. I was in the zone, bruh. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here because I want to hear you spin something.
All right.
We smoked up. Now I want to hear you spin up. And it's Solo Flacco with Solo Dolo. You know what I'm saying? And Q.
He ain't doubling the Solo Q.
And Q.
And Q.
Just like no flavor to that. It was just like stale.
Oh, no,
like,
no.
And Q.
Let me.
Can I get a little chili pepper, a little salt pepper?
Cushman Q. Oh.
I
see your eyes light up on that one.
Yeah,
Your eyes was like,
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Well, hey, we should take the Twitter on that for the Burgh Boys Twitter. Should he go to Cushman Q? Is that feasible for him? We'll take that to Twitter. We'll ask all y'all. Y'all answer that for us.
Let us know what y'all think.
Cushman, I like Cushman Q.
Should it be Cushman Q?
At least for a week.
Chad wears denim that doesn't fit right.
I'm out of here. Chad, if y'all know Chad.
Hoodies that are too tight, like he's about to go to the gym.
Oh,
Chad's my Kush older brother. Yeah, I mean. So he dressed like a Kush older. He dressed like a Kush older brother.
Chad wears no lack like he's AB.
Hey, get me out of here, cause Chad. I want to help him, but I don't want to get in that. Yeah, I don't want to get in that, cause I already got on his hat.
Chad about to get his ears pierced at 37.
At Piercing Pagoda.
At Piercing Pagoda. The starter pack.
It's cool, low lack Chad.
Chad's no lacking.
Chad's
we love y'all.
Chad's no lacking at Denny's.
We'll
early
see
in the
y'all
morning
next
with all
week.
the other old heads.
We got this live.
No, not next week. I thought we spin that.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry. Do y'all shit. My
We'll
shit's
see y'all
over.
next
We're gonna
week.
spin out.
Oh, my shit's
We
over
got
there.
DJ Solo Dolo about to DJ right now.